Okay, so I'm in Photoshop. I've got some melons, red melons that need to turn yellow. I've isolated these melons just using an alpha channel, putting a black area behind. This just helps make an easier mask later on. And we've got our original image here. There's lots of red reflecting in places in the glass as well, which is an interesting challenge. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is duplicate our A channel and bring up levels and make a mask to get us started with. Back to 128 and just lighten that is 2. Okay, so that's stage 1. And stage 2 is to load this selection, and then create an adjustment layer, a curves adjustment layer. Okay, then we're going to go into our A channel and reduce the red like this. So I'm essentially shortening the curve. I bring it to the centre, and that's reducing the red colour in the image. Also, what I want to do is I want to increase the yellow, so I'm going to steepen this curve. It's a nice zingy yellow. But the essential thing is you've got your yellow and you've kept your green, and the yellow will start to appear in the reflections as well. Okay, so that's that stage done. So we check our reference image now. Okay, we've got yellow, but this is a bit kind of a dirty yellow. This stuff looks passable. It's kind of okay. So what we'll do now is we'll get rid of our background there, our background black. Let's create a new layer and all this together. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to select these 3 layers here and convert them into a smart object. Nothing's changed there. Okay, good. So that's our original image. This is our new yellow image. And you can see the main thing is that we're getting the yellow reflection picking up in the bowl. It might be a bit too much in some areas, but you know, you can paint some of that out with a mask. Anyway, let's convert now into RGB. Don't rasterize, don't flatten. Nothing bad happened to anything there. Now obviously this is all still a bit too dark in there. There's a couple of things. First thing we'll do is we'll make another duplicate of the original image and we'll put that in a group. Okay, let's just turn off the yellow in the reference image. Now, go back to this duplicated image in the group. We're going to add a black and white adjustment layer. And I'm going to lighten this area a little bit by bringing in the red, making the red a little bit lighter. 70, 71 is probably okay. Now, that's all in that group there, and I'm going to set the group to luminosity. Okay, so essentially what that's done is it's adjusted the contrast in the reds. It's made the melon a bit pinker, and that's kind of useful for what we're trying to do. So if we were to now take our yellow melons and place it underneath the group that we've just created. Now if we switch on our group, we're starting to see a lighter yellow colour. And it's starting, it's not exactly where we need to go, but it's starting to get there. We've got certainly something we can work with there. Now the fact that this is a smart object means that we can go back to it. We can double click on the smart object icon and it will open up back in LAB mode. So we haven't lost this LAB functionality, and we've got all our levels, everything's back there. And we can make slight adjustments to the lightness channel here to try and help us out a bit. Okay. Okay, and save that. We can close it down again, and it will update in our file here. Now, what else we can do? I'll just show you another step. We can go back to our original file. We can go into channels, and if we look at the blue channel, it's got a lot of contrast between the highlights, these kind of wet highlights, and we can use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mask by duplicating the blue channel, and maybe I'll make this mask over the top as well. Okay. And probably these areas you want to paint black in as well, but I'll leave that for now. Put the levels again, and push everything black. It should just leave the highlights there. A little bit of highlights here, which is good. Bring those out a bit. Okay. Now I'm going to, on top of everything, I'm going to just make a layer and fill it full of white. And then I'm going to load our newly created channel as a mask on top of this white one. Okay. Probably lower the opacity a little bit. What that does is it just gives us back our highlights, our kind of wet highlights in the melon. And obviously you probably want to, like I said earlier, point out areas you don't really want that to occur in. You can be quite arbitrary about this, just to bring back the backgrounds. Okay, so now we have our yellow melon, we've got yellow in reflections. It's still not looking perfect, but it just needs now a little bit of fine tuning. So we can, first thing we can do is maybe just reduce the opacity here just a little bit, make it a bit more realistic. That's okay. And then now that we're in a kind of a good area with it, now we can convert everything that we've done into another smart object. And then take this back into lab color. Take this one, and from here we can just enhance our colour a bit more with another adjustments curve. It's just a quick tutorial. I'll probably spend a bit more time doing this, but there you go. It is possible, and it gives a reasonable result. So I hope you have learnt something from this and can take it a bit further using your own